gay real world. Orlando.
I'm not used to this whole gay scene, so whatever. I went to Bahama Breeze today, and I definitely got the job. Yay.
Yay.
The manager was like, he reminds me of my manager from Bonefish and the Villages, because he's like kind of spacey, and it's like, you should just go in the back, find a coloring book, and go to town. That's what you should do. He started asking me, I lied to him about my second job, because like, he wanted to know why I couldn't work every, I have an open availability. So I told him I worked at a call center at like 7:30 at night. So, and I have Fridays and Saturdays off there. So he started asking me like all these questions about it. Like, oh, so what kind of incentives do you get? What do you sell? Like, I mean, what's the ratio of, times that you get to sell? And how many people are there? I was like, oh my God, I made up so many lies today. I'm probably going to go to hell. But whatever. That sounded really country just then, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Hail.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to hail. Then he started talking about Bonefish and like asking me all kinds of questions. It was not like an interview I've ever been to before with a GM. Usually they're very, what would you do in this situation? Why would you want to be here? What could you offer the team? Kind of thing. The only question that even related to the interview was, what do you think the most important thing is missing from Bonefish where you work at? And I said, running side work. Like keeping up with the ice and the coffee. I was like, that's it. And then as soon as I answered that, he goes, okay, well, did so-and-so go over the training schedule with you? And I said, she just told me Monday at 2. And he goes, okay, well, or Monday it starts. And then he goes, okay, well, I'd like to have you on, so will you be here at 2 on Monday? I was like, okay, yeah, definitely. And then he shook my hand and walked away.
Well, see, that was your second interview, too, so he probably got a lot of the information that she had.
Well,
talked
she
to you
said she
about.
fell in love with me, like, the moment she saw me, so.
And
But
like,
I still figured he would have asked me a lot more questions, like work-related stuff, just to kind of get a feel of me. But, I mean, we talked about, it was kind of like a conversation, really. Like, hi, I'm Matt. It's like when you go to meet somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, which put me at ease, and I'm sure he saw my personality come through, which I'm guessing is why I got the job.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely made sure I told him that I've been with Bonefish, which is a corporate restaurant, for 2 years. So I think that looked good on me. And the fact that I kept reiterating I love guest service, I love, being able to interact with different people. So I think that kind of helped me out too. But it was the weirdest interview I've ever had. I was just like, oh my God, really? And I had to lie in it. I've never lied in an interview. Well, no, I have. But not like that much. So, oh my God. So I told Chaz this might be a long one because I got a lot to cover. Because I've had a lot happen in the last couple of days. So last night, I'm so just like over being a man and being gay and being single and whatever. I'm just over it. Because last night, I met Mr. Motherfucking Right. I'm not even kidding. Like, so much in common, so good looking, goofy, not looking, but goofy, just a lot of fun, really attractive. I had a lot in common. Hit it off right off the bat. Let me tell you how perfect this was. Okay, we were at Flashback Mondays for Aaron's finale, which, sorry baby, it didn't go all the way, but I was screaming. When you do Brian's podcast, you'll totally see. He can barely even talk. It's so funny. Anyway, so I was checking him out the whole night, kind of thing, like, what's up, how you doing, and, he didn't really ever smile back at me. I smiled, and he seemed to be like everywhere we were, which was weird. Totally wasn't my plan. Like the first time I saw him, I smiled at him and he didn't smile, so then I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Because like he turned away and looked away real fast. So I was like, whatever. So he just seemed to kind of pop up everywhere. So during the show, it was during one of the crappy performances, I saw him again, and I like smiled at him again, and then he turned away again. So I was like, I'm giving up on that. Fuck that. It ain't that important. So at the end of the night, they're like about to close down. They're playing a few more songs, and then they start playing this slow one. And I don't even remember. I think it was like NSYNC or something like that because it was Flashback. And I remember him saying, the DJ was like, "Oh, it's like high school prom all over again. Go grab the one you've been looking at all night." So I just went right up to him and was like, "Hey, do you want to dance?" And he was like, "Sure." So we started slow dancing. And then like a fast song came on, we were dancing that, and then we swapped numbers, and then Brian said we were leaving, so I walked away, and then we weren't leaving because Aaron wasn't ready yet. So another slow song came on, the last song, and it was Beauty and the Beast, which, make your comments now. Go ahead, because Brian did. But I just thought it was so cute. So then I'm standing over there like acting like I'm slow dancing by myself, being goofy, and Brian and Frankie are standing there talking or whatever. His friends push him. You hungry, Chazzy? His friends push him over towards me, and we start slow dancing, and then we kiss, and it was like one of those magical moment kisses. It really was.
How Disney.
It was so Disney. I'm getting a little teary-eyed thinking about it because it was just like the perfect moment. Here's the catch. He leaves on Thursday to go back home to Michigan. WTF. WFTF. Wait. WTFF. What the fuck? Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just like, really? Really? So, I'm over that. I was so upset. We've been texting all day, back and forth. He sent me some dirty pictures, too. I sent him some, too. But he's hot. I was so... What am I supposed to do? I'm just going to... Because I'm not using it unless it's with my hand lately, so might as well just cut it off and sell it. I'll get some money that way. Can you get money for cutting off your penis and selling it?
I'm not sure. I haven't researched that one.
I know what we're doing after this. But anyway, so I guess not a lot more. Now after telling that story and not being interrupted like I have been every time I try to tell the story, it's all sad. I just want to sit here, wallow in myself, and eat ice cream. But I don't have ice cream. I have Cheez-Its and a Mountain Dew sitting right over there.
Till you find out that he's actually going to move here.
He said like in a year he was. Because like he's been talking with Disney about working. It's a motherfucking year. What am I supposed to do within a year?
Work out.
Girl, why you gotta be like that?
Tan.
Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta call the thick girl out? Why you gotta call the thick girl out? Oh, so I just want to say that I'm really proud of myself. I'm taking in this experience and really learning and growing.